setting that up for 5?
Yes, so for 5, we wanted to go forward with more variety, more choices, allow the player to really create themselves in this experience. So as you can see, when we go through the tabs, there's just so much more. We've got loads of new tabs. You can do your hair color, prosthetics. You can have face items like masks, dresses, socks. So just loads more stuff, loads to do,
Wonderful.
make it look like you.
So these faces that we're seeing here, Pav, is this your workings? Can you tell us more about how these faces appeared in game? Is there anyone in there maybe we recognise?
So yeah, all these faces that you see in the game are real people casted that were scanned into the game.
And how does that happen? How do you get someone's face into... I mean, I'm sure there are wizards out there who know, but you're a wizard in the room, so how did you do this?
So I'll just jump in there. All of them are like models and actors. Some of them,
okay.
So some of them have been in previous Horizon games. Some of them are all new. Some of them are, somewhat famous. This is Shelby Tribble, which if you watch The Only Way is Essex, you might be familiar with her. I think she's also quite popular on Instagram. But you can also be her in Forza Horizon. That's
Lovely.
Cool. One of the other cool ones as well is Naomi. She has lent us her appearance here, so you can select her as a character. She also is the voice, one of the voices you can select as your player character in the game as well.
Okay. Very nice. So, yes, back to the mocap then. How does that happen? I imagine it's not an easy job.
So we use a process called Photogrammetry. And you can kind of think about that like an inverted panorama. So with a panorama, you're taking pictures looking outwards at your surroundings, but with a scan, you're taking pictures looking inwards around the subject. But the problem is like everything needs to stay still while you do it. So the way around that is to get your model in a room full of like 60 cameras all around them, like up and down as well.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, they look shocked when
yeah, no, I bet.
They're meant to look neutral, but they barely ever do. So they all take a picture at once that freezes like the movement. So that's because like even breathing will move you up and down.
Oh, yeah, of course. And that makes such obvious sense actually now you say that, yeah.
It will mess it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So once we got that data, an algorithm it understands where the cameras are in relation to each other, and then it's able to like triangulate the pixels from diff in each picture against each other, and then place them in a 3D space.
Sort of builds a puzzle of the face.
So it builds like a really high res head.
Oh, brilliant! I love it. So do we have any favourites we're going to go for today as we design our character?
I'm going to go with this dude because I'm going to try and dress him just like Pav.
I love that you've set yourself a challenge, an additional challenge to this.
So this is a first as well, isn't it? Kelly, do you want to talk through this?
Yes, so this is the first time you can select your hairstyle. As you can see, we've got loads of choices, and on the next tab we also have hair colour, which is super exciting. At the top we've got the natural colours like browns and blondes, but then as you go further down we've got really cool colours, especially good for festivals.
Colours.
Yes.
And there's a yellow, everyone. There's a yellow, don't worry. It is a normal hair colour, Mum. It's in a game. Wonderful.
My
really
favourite
like
is lilac.
Stick with lilac. I like it, even though that isn't Pav's hair. But
no, we'll carry on because I think I can replicate his outfit.
Maybe post-launch, that's something you can do to celebrate. Is Mike will finally dye your hair the lilac he wants you to be. Now, this was something I actually really wanted to point out. As soon as I saw it along the top, this is new for Forza Horizon 5. Is the prosthetics. Pav, is this your wonderful doing that's put these in?
Yeah. So we were looking for like real life prosthetics and trying to look for inspiration. We found some really cool stuff, like the leg has a panel that you can take off and swap it around with different designs. Yeah, but there's a big challenge of getting these to fit within the clothing.
Sure.
So we're limited within like the kind of designs we had.
And there's the mural.
Exactly. So it's based on the mural art that you can find around the world.
Very nice.
You can also adorn your body with them.
That looks so cool. And I see what you mean about it fitting really well with the clothes. The clothes don't seem to have to make any adjustments for those being a feature of the character as well.
Yeah. The arms are great as well because you can see them when you're driving.
Oh, brilliant. That sounds so cool. And on the next tab, we have identity. This was mentioned as part of the first blog when Forza Horizon 5 was announced. And this is where characters can select their pronouns. Does this have much effect on the game as we play through?
Yeah, so this will affect every time another player is talking to you, or probably more specifically about you, they can use appropriate pronouns based on your selection. It even affects like the radio DJs as well. So as they're talking about your cool achievements in the game, they can use appropriate pronouns to reference you.
It feels like literally as you just go step by step, you are just really making absolutely you. And then we go into voice, which is a really cool thing, isn't it? So what's up with the voice?
So yeah, again, so the player can they can choose their voice. They can choose how they will sound in the game. They have a couple of choices. As I mentioned, one of these is Emma Naomi. She is the person the model we saw earlier. People may know her from Bridgerton on Netflix. She's going to be dead famous, and she's a brilliant actor, so we're really happy to have her in the game. I'm going to go with that voice for now.
Lovely. And I like that you can have that voice regardless of what body type and what character you've gone for. It's just whatever you want to be. And here we go into tops. Now, I want to know, as well as your jackets and everything else, what's the choice behind what clothing items make it into the final game?
So each game we kind of like look at the location. So this time it was Mexico, and there's a lot of things that come with that. So we take into account the weather, the environment, the architecture, and also like obviously the people and the kind of trends they wear today. So we do a bit of research to kind of find out what that is, what it looks like. Oh, and we also look at the event. So obviously a festival.
Yeah, it's a massive festival, right?
It's about cars and music. So that obvious kind of thing to go for there was like bohemian and street styles, and a few others as well. So we pick clothes based on what our inspiration tells us, and we try and make them fit well together easily with no effort. And the colours as well. It should be like kind of hard to make a bad combo.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're making a great version of you here, by the way. Do you have any personal favourites, either of you, that have gone in so far?
So I love the dresses, especially the sundress.
Let's have a look at the dresses. I might have been looking away when we did them.
Emma first. And then I'm going to take off the top because it'll go over the top of the dress. Well, first have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah, that jacket. That's nice. That's a bit of me, that is. All black, done. And again, you can see it's seamless with the prosthetics as well.
Yeah, some really cool patterns in here.
Yeah,
I just love the way they fit as well. The fit is just so natural and cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this time I really wanted to hone in on the fits and how people wear them. So last time, the last game we had like one t-shirt fit. We had loads of t-shirts, but it was just the same fit. But in real life, you kind of get multiple different fits of t-shirt, and also you can wear them differently. Like you might roll the sleeves up or tuck it in. And I want to provide options for that, even though it's like just a t-shirt, people just wear them completely differently. And I think what you find is a customizer with really natural fits and.
I think people underestimate how important things like that are when it comes to actually making either, if you are making yourself or if you're making a character who you want to represent you. I think it's really important actually you have so many different options and to sort of have that. Even though this is a car racing game and, you'll see your character stood by your car in some cutscenes and stories and stuff like that, it's so nice that all those extra details have been added. Are you making a you now? Have you gone off brief? Honestly.
You guys are still talking. I thought I'd just play. I'm going to see if I can do it.
It's honestly, it's not a bad replica. Are the shoes in there?
Yeah, they are. There's my favourite.
Right, the shoes are...
I my glasses. Get that watch on.
Very nice.
There we go, see?
And there we go.
Point proven that you can absolutely just recreate your style within the Horizon.
And that was effortless while we were talking. You just completely redid.
I probably already knew what was going to be in here before we started, to be fair. But
fair enough. We do have an outfit tab as well. I don't know how much you want to show us or walk through what's in there.
Anything you want to call out, Pav?
Yeah, it's a really cool leather outfit. Yeah, that one.
That is amazing. That looks like something that Nathan Fillion would wear. I don't just immediately, the moment I saw it, I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's him. It could also be the hair. I love it.
That looks warm, doesn't it, on this day? That's gonna get damp in there.
So these ones, they're legendary ones. Are there, I don't know how you go about unlocking some of these. Are they all in the game when you start, or do you have to get them as you go?
So we have some really cool ways to unlock the clothing. So we've got a new feature where you can buy clothing. So common and rare items now, you can just go straight in, buy what you want. Epic and legendary are found throughout the whole game. So playing stories, earning accolades, in wheel spins. So
Nice,
yeah,
okay.
everywhere.
Actually, everywhere you're tripping over clothes. I love it. And then right on the end, we have the rather iconic emotes that I saw as well. Does everyone in the room have the favourite emote? Mine personally is Confused, because I literally love the way the character looks as they set up for any of the races. I think it might be a legendary one.
You're right. Let's see.
There
There it is.
It makes me laugh. It's been 3 years and it makes me laugh every time I see it. Mike, have you got a favourite one?
I think I would go with the old finger pistols. Where is it? This guy. They're like Woody from Toy Story.
Very good, very good. Pav, what about you? You got favourites?
Definitely the chicken dance.
Chicken dance, yeah, we saw that one as well. Very good.
Oh, there we go.
This costume makes it all the better. Kelly, have you got a favourite?
So I really love the colour pop emote. So that will be coming in the controller.
Yeah,
pack.
we won't look at that one yet, I don't think. So anyone who does want to know, the reason we're not looking at it is because it actually comes with the custom controller you can buy. And that's this one here. So obviously you guys, because you all have one, don't you, will see that yourself as and when it comes out. But that's our character customizer. Is there any other changes you want to do, or are we ready to take them out into the world?
Pav, I think you should give a little shout out to the quality of the characters here. I think the characters look way better than the previous game, and you should give yourself a bit of credit for it.
They do look incredible.
Yeah, the lighting's improved a lot, which brings out loads of the detail that was there. Like all the skin pores, the fabric details, stitches, it all shines.
Yeah, I think.
Her adoring public off screen definitely appreciates it. Wonderful. Right, so with this character, should we dive into some Horizon stories?